Hello, Ms. Katz. My name is Nancy Henderson. I'm a student caseworker here at PCLS. And I work with a supervising lawyer. And we will see what your issue is here today in an interview of about 20 minutes long. And
I have a lot of issues, and my first issue is the fact that I've been sitting there for 2 hours. Sitting there, my entire morning's gone now.
Yeah, I apologize for the long wait. We had a very difficult situation happen here this morning, and so you have waited an unusually long time.
Difficult, everyone's situation is difficult, whatever. I have, hardest situation, worst situation in my life right now, and I just don't have time for this. I really don't.
Okay. Well, I can appreciate your frustration. 2 hours is a very long time to wait, and we regret that that happened.
The other thing too, you said you're a student?
Yes.
I don't get a lawyer?
So PCLS is a clinic that is run by student caseworkers, and so all of the caseworkers and all of the divisions are students like me, and we all work under the supervision of a lawyer who makes sure that everything we're doing on the case is correct and moving forward in that way.
So, at least they could give me a guide. Do you even know what you're doing?
Yes, I do. And I think that, you could complain about that and see if the supervisor would assign you to a male student. But you're in fact going to have to wait much longer for that.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. So
Okay.
let's just do this.
Okay, well, I hope that we can have a positive working relationship. So I have a few things to... So Sarah, I just wanted to recap a bit about what you've told me so far. So I understand that you applied for ODSP, you're still on OW, that you haven't heard anything, and that you're getting really frustrated with the length of the wait.
Frustrated is an understatement. I'm so fucking frustrated. I can't stand it anymore. This is so shitty. This whole thing, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, so it is frustrating, and I can see that you're quite angry about it. But let's maybe focus on the steps that we can take now to get us involved and see if we can help with the situation.
What are you going to do?
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is have you sign a consent so that we can get a copy of your file from the SVT. We're also going to get you to sign consents to deal with doctors so that we can check in with the doctors and take a look at the reports that they've submitted. Do you think that
I feel like it's going to take forever. It's fine, everything you're telling me is fine, but all this bureaucracy, what the hell? It's bullshit.
It is a frustrating bureaucracy, there's no doubt, and you are not the first person to come into the clinic with those kinds of issues, and I know that it's important for you and that you're really struggling with it. We're going to try and help you out. So can we move on to signing these consents?
Fine. If that's what has to happen, fine.
Okay, Sarah, so we've talked a lot about your issues. You've got a really complicated situation here with the firing from work and the lack of income and the eviction notice you've received. So we're going to get going on the eviction notice and do the filing that we need to do to help you, and then it's going to take some time to sort the rest of the things out.
I just don't know if it's worth it and if it's worth your time. It's just so much going on, and it's just so hard, and I don't know if I can keep doing this anymore.
So we've spent lots of time today sorting out, and we've talked about the steps that we're going to take. What do you mean when you think it's not worthwhile to go forward?
I just don't know if it's worth it, and I don't know, sometimes I just question everything, question whether it's worth going on even.
You're sounding really sad.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you mean by not wanting to go on?
I don't know, sometimes I think about, I think about it ending, I think about not being here anymore, it would just be easier.
So Sarah, I'm gonna ask you a really hard question because, you know, you're saying things that concern me. Does that mean you're thinking about suicide?
I thought about it.
And have you talked to your doctor about it?
I've talked to my doctor about how I've been feeling really down, but I haven't said anything yet about wanting to kill myself or anything like that.
And has the doctor prescribed anything for you or given you any advice about what to do?
And he hasn't prescribed anything.
Okay.
No.
So, I suggest that, like, it worries me that you say that you are having these kinds of thoughts. So I want to talk to you a bit about the kinds of things that, maybe steps that you could be taking. Because I think that while things look bleak right now, there is hope, and that, you know, we are going to take the actions that we talked about today, and hopefully we're going to help you sort out these difficulties, which really are temporary. So, you know, I'm going to suggest that you go back to your doctor and you tell your doctor that you are having these suicidal thoughts, because I think that will cause her to pay more attention to it and to see if there's any kinds of treatments. I want you to know as well that there is always the suicide hotline. You know, it's a 24-hour phone call away, and the counselors there are very helpful. And they are available to talk to you all the time. And so you can do that. The other option is to go to the hospital, to go to the emergency ward in a hospital near you. What hospital is close to you?
I think the closest hospital is St. Joe's.
Okay. So they have some really good people in the emergency department there. And, you know, we've had clients have to go there before and who got help. So if you are feeling low and, you know, you're not able to control the thoughts about suicide, the emergency department is where you need to be. And so you can take yourself there, or you can call an ambulance to go.
Oh wow, call an ambulance? Really?
Well, this is serious. And, you know, we want you to be hopeful, and we want you to be feeling well. And certainly thinking thoughts about suicide is not where we want you to be. So will you take that advice?
Yeah. I'll talk to my doctor about it.
Okay, so talk to your doctor and tell them that it's urgent, that you have an appointment. And then remember those two other options if the doctor's not available and you start to feel more dismal about things. Okay? Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to take the action on this eviction, and then we're going to get back to you. We should make another appointment just to make sure that you have another time to come in. So how about next week at the same time?